President Trump signs an emergency order to pay TSA agents after the latest negotiations to end the partial shutdown ended in another round of partisan finger-pointing.
Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us with that story. Marcia.
Well, guys, for about a minute and a half, it looked like there might be an end to the shutdown after senators passed a bipartisan bill in the middle of the night that funded everything in the Department of Homeland Security except ICE. But as the sun rose over the Capitol, Republicans balked, Speaker Mike Johnson calling the bill a joke.
This gambit that was done last night is a joke.
House Speaker Mike Johnson putting the kibosh on an attempt by the Senate to end the deadlock over funding the Department of Homeland Security by passing a bill that funds all the agencies under the DHS umbrella except ICE. The goal was to pay TSA agents and end the long lines at airports across the country. But furious House Republicans refused to fall in line.
The reason that we can't accept this ridiculousness, is because we're not going to risk not funding the agencies that keep the American people safe.
Johnson said the House would instead send the Senate a continuing resolution to fund all of the Department of Homeland Security, including ICE, until May 22nd. There were two problems with that. First, senators left Washington to begin their two-week Easter Passover recess, and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said Democrats would not support the so-called CR. A 60-day CR that locks in the status quo is dead on arrival in the Senate, and Republicans know it, Schumer said in a statement. Meanwhile, President Trump signed an emergency order to pay TSA agents who have created long security lines at airports, as some have quit and others have called in sick for the past 42 days of the stalemate.
The Democrats want to let illegals come into the country, criminals, murderers, every kind of criminal you can imagine, and the Republicans just don't want to have it happen. I have spent the better part of this year trying to get these criminals out, and the Democrats want to have them come in. And we can't let that happen.
The president took to social media to exhort his fellow lawmakers to act. The Republicans should terminate the filibuster and vote. Haven't they had enough of this nonsense from the radical left lunatics that are looking to destroy our country, the president said? House Democrats tried to pin the deadlock on the Republicans.
The only thing standing right now between the chaos that is taking place at airports all across the country and the American people are House Republicans. That's the only thing standing right now as we approach Easter and Passover.
Now, there are many lingering questions about today's events in Washington, including the fact that some lawmakers wonder whether the president's emergency order to pay TSA agents will withstand a legal challenge. And with the Senate on recess, it remains to be seen whether Senate Majority Leader John Thune will call the Senate back to vote on the House resolution. Guys.
All right, and we have a quick programming note.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah, about the point with Marcia Kramer. Yeah, it'll air Sunday morning at 6:30. This week she talks to a man on a mission to bring the Olympics to New York. The all-important The Point. Always the best political show on television.
It is the best.
How was that for a plug, Marcia?
And Marcia's the best.
I love it.
Okay.